Okay, so as you can see, we have a bit of a mess in our barn, so I'm going to use today to try to clear a lot of the garbage out and maybe try to organize things a little bit so we have some space to do some projects in here. What are you looking at? Yeah, there's the chickens. We go this way. Come on. No, I don't want you checking out the tarp either. Come on, let's go. Gelo, leave it. Leave it. I know, that's hard to do. Gelo. Come on, good boy. We have a lot on our to-do list. So, a lot of cleaning to do. It's warmed up. It's actually, I don't know, in the 40s. It's supposed to get into the 40s today. I think it's not quite there yet. But it feels really warm after our teens. So, I think I might start on the barn first. Not too exciting this weekend. No new broodies. Have enough already. Clean the barn, clean the house. We got some projects around the house we need to do. I never did get my pictures up from our move. I've been in the house for 2 years, although we really moved all the final stuff about, last May. So we have the decorative stuff to put up. I need to fix a couple things, like a couple towel racks that are starting to pull out of the wall. A handle by the stairway in the garage would be helpful for my mom. And I'm not sure if she's going to come, but my dad's going to come help me work on projects in a couple weeks. Start fixing up the windows that we want to use for the greenhouse. So we got to clean up the stuff before we could get to work on those. So not overly exciting, but got a lot of stuff to do. Oh, one thing I definitely want to do is figure out the electric fencing, because it's supposed to be freezing or above freezing all week. So I want to see if I could get that set up this week. So I'm going to look at those instructions, make sure I have everything I need, get the solar charger out so it can start charging, and that way I'll be able to let the chickens out a little bit more. Maybe even during the day when I'm not here, I can let them out into a fenced-in area. So they're not in a mobile coop right now. Ideally, I'd like it in a mobile coop, but we could still set it up so that the entrance of their runs opens up into a fenced-in area. I think they'll be good. So that's probably the most exciting thing. I want to get that set so we don't lose any more chickens to coyotes, because they're still around, especially with the full moon this weekend. They're active. Hi, puppy. So I have my electric fencing still in a box, and I have my solar charger, so I just want to see what it takes to set this thing up. So I gotta look at the instructions, and then probably have to charge the solar charger for a little bit and see if we could get things going this week. So let's see what it takes to put this together. And I think Gelo wants to help me. Yeah. Are you gonna read the instructions for me? Or are you just going to get in the way and ask for attention? No, thank you. My big puppy. Okay, so the first thing I did is I'm just going to take the solar charger, or the solar energizer, and set it out all week. We're supposed to get a few days of sunshine during the week, and the next weekend is supposed to be really sunny and actually pretty warm. So this way we'll get the battery charged up, Probably won't get the fencing in until next weekend after the battery's charged, but at least we could get the Energizer all set up so that it'll be ready to go for next weekend. So that's what I set out over there. I try to find the sunniest place possible. It's a little cloudy today, so hard to tell. But over in that section, we might get a little evening shade, but it does get sun for most of the day. So I'm hoping that'll be good enough to charge it. So we'll see how it goes next weekend on that part. I'm going to use today to try to clear a lot of the garbage out and maybe try to organize things a little bit so we have some space to do some projects in here. So got our work cut out for us, but we'll get started there. Found some of the pots. Might as well take them to the basement so we can use them for some of our indoor growing. So yeah, that'll come in handy. Okay, so I brought some straw into the run, mainly because I have extra straw and the run needs another layer of something brown for the composting. I bought the straw originally this fall for primarily for the gardens, actually, for mulching the gardens, but I had a couple extra bales. So I'll keep one of the bales because I'll use it, if it goes well for these broodies, I'll use little bits of it for my nests when the birds go broody. So we'll see how they do. I'm not going to spread it around. I'll let the chickens have fun doing that. So there's our straw bales. Once the birds spread it around, we can keep adding some compost material. You can see what they like and what they don't like. I gave them some kitchen scraps from the restaurant that my husband works at. They don't eat the onions, so they leave the onion peels behind. Anything they don't eat, like the orange peels over there, onions, anything like that that they don't eat that they leave behind, we'll really just compost. Okay, so this one's apparently broken into, the string's broken. Try to shift it to the corner the best I can without breaking it apart much more, but get it out of the way. So far, I've organized a little bit over here, gotten rid of a lot of garbage, moved all our cardboard, which we'll use for bonfires and such, to get things going. I have my garbage pail. We have a couple extra pails that we'll use for other things. Storing sweet potatoes or regular potatoes, things like that through the winter. We pretty much took all the extra ones we had from last year and put them in the ground, so So we didn't have much stored this winter. So we have all our wood in our corner, or we'll have all our wood in our corner. I haven't gotten to the workbench yet. You guys enjoying the straw? Oh, you're getting there. You're spreading it for me. Thank you. And I did move the solar panel here because it was sitting kind of in the path of our normal plow trail. So just in case we get more snow, which I would not be surprised, it's only middle of February, so we probably should have it off to the side, and the stump makes a good resting place for it, I think. So you got one thing off this list. Still have a lot of stuff to do. And it's already 5:15 on Saturday.